Your business annual revenue figure?
Per annum. Yeah. Per annum, roughly like last year we gained about 9 million. Yeah.
19
Just 9 million for the room.
For the
Yeah, not for the total revenue. But inclusive total revenue, inclusive of the F&B or other miscellaneous, roughly about 30 million.
how many your employee?
We have about 79 to 80%. Yeah, most of our employees, maybe about 50% of our employees are foreigners, 50% local.
You only have one branches?
This is only one. We are standalone. Okay, this is a family. Actually, among all the family members, this looks family. They have a lot of hotel, even a factory, but maybe in China country. But in Penang itself, Continental just one. Sometimes people they've been thinking that we are merged with Protect Continental under the Continental group, isn't it? But it's actually not the same. And we don't have any related with them.
Okay, who are your customers?
Okay, our major customer came from corporate businessmen, and second will be by private agent. We are more cater for this private agent, local group.
Also the family that they come here and then
Okay, about 70% came from corporate, 20% from private agent, only 10% from FIT. Means what we get.
Your current estimate number of your customers?
For sure, every hotel is expected 100% occupancy. But roughly we are playing like 60 to 80%, even on weekday. Okay, for this hotel business, normally they go by peak season, off-peak season. So mainly for off-peak season, our average occupancy target must be about 60 to 70. But peak season must be 100%, even a 99%.
We actually started, the new management started 2008. The old establishment was about 40 years ago. So it's been 1973.
So
are
The key founders are Malaysians, Malaysians, Chinese businessmen, the businessmen. The present one is the present new management is my big boss, Tan Sri Lim.
What motivated the founders to start this business?
Because they are in the property development. The company is it should be under a group called PAUS, PAO, PAUS. PAUS group. You go and see in the publicity that is there. So they are also in property development businesses. So when these properties are for sale, they just take the opportunity to buy it up and just carry on the business. So this hotel plus the next door complex belongs to the same boss.
What are the main products of this?
We provide hospitality. The main line is hospitality. Rooms. We are selling rooms, services, rooms, and then we are doing rental, office rental next door.
What about the customer, like age group, income level?
Customers. It's based on Agoda's report. You see, the majority of people staying here are coming from Malaysians. I would say most of them families, and then Singaporean is the next in line, Indonesian is the next in line, category goes down. Most of them you can see middle income groups middle income maybe earning from easily 5,000 to 10,000 income.
What is the business annual revenue?
Depending like this year's is bad. This year you see for the last first 4 months it's very bad. Tourist arrivals is bad, people are not spending. I don't know what, ask the government. The government knows better.
So, what is the current estimated number of customers, season and off-season?
Peak season we can reach about, for 1 month we can reach about 2,000 plus rooms. So we talk about times 2, we talk about maybe 4,000 people peak season per month. Low season you're talking about maybe per month you're talking about 1,400 rooms. 400 rooms maybe you talk about 2,500 to 3,000 people.
In terms of percentage?
Percentage,
Yeah.
a peak season can go up to about 60 to 70%. 60 plus to 70 is around there. Low season can go up to low as 30.
Can you provide us a brief story of your business?
We took over the old establishment, which is the hotel was very old, very bad shape, you know. Refurbish it, we paint the whole building, and we spent quite a lot of money doing it. Yeah? And as I said, we started thinking that this is a local hotel, since we only have one, thinking that it will suit more for local people. But the situation didn't come that way. It become more foreigners are coming in. So as I said, no doubt Malaysia still makes the biggest numbers, but the amount of foreigners is also very strong. So we started going to direct marketing, and then we were introduced to online marketing like Agodas. We went to Agodas, and now I believe if you go by the modern marketing, you have to go to online. I think percentage online will increase, whereas direct marketing will just go down.
Do you have many competitors? Who are the competitors?
We talk here.
Around KL.
KL we cannot compare because too big, too many. There are too many hotels. You can't compare. We are 3 stars. We can't compare with 4 stars, 5 stars. They have their group of people. So we only compare around here. Here you talk about Swiss Inn across the road. Then down the road is Geo. Geo. So actually these are, and then across down the road there is Olympic. Okay, and further down the road here you see is Akasa. So you're talking about, these are the 4 hotels that's the main.
How big is your market share as well as your competitors?
We are quite equivalent. In fact, we compare results, 3 of us, all of us compare results almost every week. So we're talking about quite equivalent. Equivalent in the sense like this last whole month, everybody's doing about 40%. Everybody's doing about 40%. Some may be 42, some at 43, some at 41. It's around there, all almost the same.
How much capital is required to start this business?
Start the business. First of all, when you start the business, you must be able to have a building. And if you want to do, I think it's a 260 rooms hotel. So you want to redo the whole hotel, it will cost you 20 to 30 million.
Do you feel it's easy or hard to enter this market?
Now, very hard.
Many competitors.
Because 5 years ago, when tourists was still very good, everybody thought that tourism is the best business because they were talking about 24, 23, 34 million tourists arrival per year. So everybody jumped to the bandwagon. You know how many of these budget hotels around here? I think we add up the whole Chinatown here is about easily close to 200. Samyang, across the road got one, across the road got one, across the road got one, further down the road got one. All these budget hotels are there. They are selling for 50, 60 ringgit. And then across the road right here, the construction stopped, I don't know why. It's supposed to be another 15-room hotel, budget hotel. Too many competitors, too big, but markets too small. So coming is difficult. Entry is too expensive. Right? If you don't have, let's say you want to start a budget hotel now, you have to rent one shop lot around here. You know how much the rental per shop lot is? Easily 12, 13,000. How big is a lot? How many rooms can you make? Right? If you need to have 12 to 13,000 rental, plus the staff maybe about 5 or 6 for budget hotel, plus the other expenses, easily 20,000 per month. But a small shop lot, how many rooms can you put in? 10 rooms, 12 rooms, 15 rooms. One room, say you sell budget hotel, sells 60, 70 ringgit. Calculate how many divided, how many rooms you need to sell per month. Difficult. can you get that number? No way. So it's not inducive to come in this hotel.
Are your pricing decisions strongly affected your business?
What pricing?
Yes, sorry. Are your pricing decisions strongly affected by your competitors?
Yes. It is very. Everything depends roughly on that.
So, what is this Italian cafe element?
5 element, because this is Chinatown, so they wanted to name something that is very traditional, very old-fashioned. So 5 elements is made of, wood, earth, water, fire, and what? One more, what's that? Metal. The 5 elements. The world is actually made of these 5 elements. This is wood, everything is earth. So they want something very basic. So they think of these 5 elements.
I think that's all we asked for our interview. Thank you very much.